live. 1 2 1 2. Right, share it about a bit. Hello everyone, if anyone's here. Sweet. Hello everyone. Say hello in the chat if you're listening in. Let me know who they are. I'm just sharing it about a bit at the moment. Yeah, awfully sorry everyone, I'm a bit ill at the moment. So I may not sound very good. But I'm still going for it. How's it all looking? How's it sounding? Is it sounding looking good? Hello everyone. I forget I can do this. So yeah, first thing I wanted to go into while we've got people here is obviously the fact that we've just launched a new YouTube channel called Rapture Studios. So obviously we were just going to do everything on Rapture Recordings YouTube channel, but after a bit of research and some advice of other friends, they've advised us to do it under 2 channels and have all the educational content in one place, and like the podcast and the music in another place. Obviously the podcast and the music appeals to a wider audience, whereas the educational stuff is just specifically for music producers and music enthusiasts, so that's where that's going to live. So, oh pardon me. Yeah, so if you're listening and you haven't subscribed to Rapture Studios yet, head over there now and get subscribed. I've got a new video coming this week. Obviously the second video I done, we went into the basics of music production, and I obviously put it down into, I think it was five sections, and the first section was obviously the DAW, and we covered Fruity Loops in our third video. We went over Fruity Loops and how to get a basic track going. So obviously the next video is going to be about monitoring and your speakers, how to set them up, room acoustics, like the placement of your speakers. I'm going to go over everything in detail as well, so if you're wondering about how to set your speakers up and how to get it sounding good, then that would be a good video to check out. Yes, indeed, get sharing everyone, that will help massively. Share it in all the groups and stuff as well. Let's get this going. But yeah, obviously next year we're going to have some guests on. It'd be nice to see any suggestions, anyone that has got any suggestions of people they want to see on the podcast, like artists, promoters, I don't know, labels, anything that you want to get an insight into how they got to where they are, and you know what I mean, it's just sort of a chat about their lives and yeah, what made them do what they did. So yeah, let us know any suggestions you've got. I've got a couple people that have already been confirmed, and a fairly big artist, and another one as well, and some other ones from the free party scene as well. Obviously the 2 that I've got aren't specifically from the free party scene, but they have connections. Yeah, next year shall be interesting for the podcast, that's for sure. I've got lots of ideas. We're going to do some studio tours as well. I've mentioned it in a couple of videos. I'm going to try and obviously when we do the podcast, try and see if the artist would be up for doing a studio tour and sort of letting me look around what they've got and what they use and how they use it. I think that would be a good thing to do, give insight into. And I think a lot of people are under the impression that people have these mad studios, like myself. It's nothing special. It's literally just a computer, a couple of monitors, got a keyboard. Actually, I've just got a new sound card that my missus got me for Christmas, which I'm awfully excited about. I've just got loads of software with it as well, which we'll delve into that later on. But yeah, I've got a complete Audio 6, which I need to set up. I've got it sat over there waiting to ready to go. It came today, which I didn't want to start setting that up with the podcast tonight, and then something go wrong or something's not quite right. Then I haven't got enough time to sort it out, so I've been waiting to set it up after this. So yeah, I shall do a little review on that at some point as well, and do a review on all the software that comes with it. It came with isotope elements, so it came with the ozone one, the neutron, and the Nectar 4 as well. So yes, and complete select, and the complete select was bundled with the product, but then the actual sound card itself comes with software as well when you just buy it normally. So I've got loads of native instrument stuff now as well. I should do a video on it at some point, because there's just so much of it to cover. I couldn't even install it all in one go because it needed like 100 and something gigabytes, and I just ain't got enough space on my computer at the moment, so I need to have a sort out. But yeah, I've installed some bits and started playing around with them. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely going to take the music to a new level next year. All the stuff I've got to play with. But yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about obviously was Rapture Studios and where you can find all our educational content going forward. Obviously we'll be doing like the music studio tours will be on there, and obviously the podcast will remain on Rapture Recordings, so they will be split, but as and when I go to the artists, I will try and get a music studio tour out of them as well. But yeah, so that's that, and obviously I wanted to go over our merchandise. Obviously I'm currently wearing one of our t-shirts. This is my favourite one. It's the one I got. It's basically just an R, the Rapture R, but like a pattern all over the top. It was my idea. It was actually in an intro video that my graphics designer Jake done for us. And it was like one of the sort of frames in that, all the R's just split into this pattern. I said I want that on the top, and he made it happen. It actually looks really good. But we've also got this, and obviously a NASA design. We already done a little video on our Facebook and Instagram the other day, and he was wearing the NASA one, and I really like that one. I'm going to get myself a hoodie in that. But yeah, some other people have ordered the hoodies, and they actually have come out really well, so I'm quite pleased about how all the merch has come out. So yeah, if you want to support the brand and help us grow, get some new equipment and some more cameras so I can do these mad podcasts, then go and support us by buying some merch. That's the easiest way you can help us grow as a brand. Obviously the music does help us, but in the grand scheme of things, there's not a great deal of profit in the music compared to like merchandise and stuff like that. So if you want to help us and you want to support us, then go buy some merchandise, and it also represents the brand as well. Gets people talking about it and wondering why you're wearing that top. So yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Obviously, if you go to www.rapturerecordings.uk/store, that's literally the link you need to go to our store. We now do Klarna Pay as well. So when you go to the checkout, if you want to buy loads of it and split the cost over 3 months, and you can do that as well. I did check that out the other day. It does work. It does come up when you go to the checkout and go right to the end at the pay options at the bottom. Obviously, you get the ability to pick card, and then the ability to use Klarna as well. We will be adding Apple Pay and Google Pay at some point as well. We're in the process of sorting that out as well. So yeah, we have all different ways to purchase on our website. On the subject of our store, we're going to be launching in the new year. I'm going to start making some sample packs and some preset packs, and I've got a couple of templates for FL Studio that I'm going to put up on there as well. So there'll be all sorts of like music production resources that you'll end up being able to get on our store in the new year. So that'll be something to watch out for. I have spoke about it before, but there's also going to be a subscription model coming at some point in the new year. I don't know how soon it's going to come. It all depends on how well the YouTube goes and whether or not we actually get people watching our videos. It's going to be quite quite a big undertaking, but it shall be worth it. But yeah, if it's something you're looking for, then let me know. Basically, it'll be like a portal, so you'll get all the videos that I put up on YouTube. And if you want the full in-depth, like longer versions where I go into major detail about everything, and there'll be other stuff on the portal as well, like the ability to get exclusive sample packs and presets and templates and all sorts of stuff. So it'll be like a monthly subscription. Obviously, it'll be like a login on the website where you can log in, gains you access to all the stuff. We're going to do like exclusive merchandise, and you'll be able to get releases early and all sorts on there. So it'll definitely be worth looking at if you're a Rapture fan. There's going to be all sorts in the new year added to it, so keep a lookout for that when it comes out. Obviously, like I said, it depends on how the YouTube goes, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. But it's definitely on the cards. Like I said, I do think I'm going to add like a feedback option on there, so you can, like, when you're a member, you can upload tracks directly to me or the label, so to speak, so Woody can have a listen to them as well. Not so much a demo submission portal, that'll just be on the website, but like a place where we can give you feedback. Do you know what I mean? It's just a track that maybe you're sending somewhere else and just want a bit of feedback on it. I mean, that would be the option on there as well. So yeah, there's lots of stuff that's going to be part of the portal. Obviously, it's going to be a big thing to construct and everything, so it is going to take some time, but yeah, bear with us and it will be coming at some point. So obviously I did mention briefly in my new sound card, it's another thing I wanted to go into. I've had the Focusrite 2i2 for years. I think it's the first generation one they've done. I think they're on like the fourth generation now, the third generation. But I got this when I originally got my Yamaha HS7s, so it was a good 8-9 years ago now. It's been a long time. But the Yamahas are still serving me very well. They have been all this time. I'm very pleased with them. I don't think I'll need to upgrade them anytime soon, but it would be nice. But yeah, the Focusrite's on its last legs. I'm quite surprised that the podcasts end up coming out as well as they do. The main volume knob for the actual speakers is a bit iffy. It was definitely a lot more iffy before I plugged the microphone in to start doing these podcasts, which is weird. But yeah, it's a bit glitchy. It makes a lot of noise and stuff now, so I think it was time for an upgrade. Obviously, especially with doing the podcasts in the new year and having loads of microphones plugged in, and obviously the new sound card I've got gives me the ability to get outboard gear as well, like synthesizers, because it's got a MIDI in and out, so it can be controlled by the DAW. And obviously there's plenty of audio inputs for them as well, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting year for music making, obviously with all the new plugins I've got with it as well, so yeah. There'll be plenty of videos to come from it all. Obviously I'll do a review on the actual sound card and let you know how it is. Obviously I've been reading into some forums myself after obviously getting the complete Audio 6, and a lot of people say that their customer service sucks. So hopefully there's no problems for me, otherwise that could be an issue. But yeah, other than that, it seems that Native Instruments do some good stuff. I've been looking through all the stuff I've managed to download so far, and it is pretty crazy, all the stuff you can get on it. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting year for music next year, exploring new sounds and new ways of doing things. I've just been so used to doing everything with Serum in terms of synthesis, like bass, leads, everything. I do everything with Serum. I don't ever use another synth really, so it's going to be interesting trying to adapt and using other things and seeing how the computer takes all these other plugins as well. The computer definitely is due an upgrade. Some of the recent projects have been a bit glitchy. CPU usage has been a bit mad. But yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Yeah, so as I said earlier about obviously the guests, it is something I wanted to cover properly, now that we've got a few more viewers on as well. So obviously I'll be going to people's places, and obviously people will be coming here. Obviously we'll have all sorts of people. I'll mainly be focusing on artists and people that make music. Obviously that's the main focus of the channel, is educating people, but it would be cool to get some other types of people involved, like I said earlier, like promoters and stuff like that. So if you have got any suggestions of like people you want me to get on or get on and have a chat to, then do let me know. I've got, like I said earlier, 2 big artists that would be a good show, and I'm quite keen to get them on and share with everyone. They're going to be good shows. especially if we can get studio tours from them as well. That would be wicked. An insight into what they use and then how they do everything. Yeah, if there's anyone you want to sort of hear from and sort of get an insight into their life and how they've got to where they are, then let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can make it happen. I knew someone was going to say Foodle Rocket. I asked Foodle Rocket, and he said that he's not keen for it. He's not really up for getting in front of a camera. Some people just ain't up for it. And it's been a big challenge for me to get in front of the camera and start doing all this stuff as well. So I do understand where he's coming from. Some people just aren't up for it, and there's other people that wanted to do the similar sort of thing with him. So he said if anyone's going to get the chance, it's going to be them before me. So yeah, if I can get Foodle Rocket on, I will at some point in the future. Distorted Dreams, yeah, that would be a good suggestion. I would love to get them on at some point. It'd be nice to hear about their rise and how it all happened and how the actual first contact with Ben Nicky happened as well. I'd love to know that. Lewis Adam could definitely be on at some point. Yeah, it's like I said, it's all about depending on where we do it and stuff. Like Lewis Adam is quite far away, so it'd be a long journey for him to come down here. So it'd have to be something we work out. But yeah, these are all suggestions I should take on board. I'm pretty sure Combs and Kane have already said they're going to come on at different points as well. Swanky is going to be a guest at some point. Obviously, we can't have one without Swanky. It was originally Swanky's live stream that I was first on in terms of like, being on a video on the internet properly and having a chat with Swanky. So yeah, we'll get Swanky on at some point and have a little chat with him. So Ryan Kane, we've got Combs, Swanky, obviously the two big guests that I've got lined up as well. I'm going to try and get some other bigger artists on board. I'm working on it. It's just going to take some networking and maybe contacting some people's managers, but we'll see what I can do. As the channel grows and as the reputation builds, hopefully it will get easier. But yeah, for now we'll start with like all the free party hard trance lot. I'm sure a lot of you would love to hear how Combs and Kane and all that got to where they are. So yeah, that's kind of goes over the sort of topics I want to cover about Rapture and where we're at. Obviously it's been I didn't put any actual videos up last week. Obviously we had a bit of a quiet week. Obviously the podcast is back this week, and on Thursday I should be putting up a video about the monitoring like I said earlier, and the Thursday after, obviously we're getting towards Christmas now. I'm going to try and keep up to date, so obviously, and then another 2 weeks for the podcast will be the 19th of December, which we'll definitely do. So we'll make that a Christmas edition, and then the one after that will be the 2nd of January. So we'll make that a New Year edition. So yeah, that sort of sees us through the festive season in terms of our podcast. And obviously, I will try and do a video every Thursday still in terms of the Rapture Studio stuff, because that doesn't actually, all the Thursdays don't actually interfere with any of the festivities, it looks, which is handy. So yeah, I shall try and keep up to date with the videos. I think we've got the monitoring to cover this week. Next week we're going to obviously go over, I think it was MIDI keyboards and stuff like that. And then after that was sample selection, I believe, and synthesizers and stuff like VST plugins. Obviously, cause I've got loads of plugins to show off and stuff, and free plugins and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be another video. And obviously, with it being Christmas as well and people getting presents and stuff, obviously doing a plugins one would be good, because I'm sure lots of people will be loving the whole plugins at the moment, especially with Black Friday just being. Obviously, that leads me on to another thing I wanted to talk about. Was, did anyone make use of the Black Friday? Obviously my missus got me my sound card and all this mad deal through the Black Friday offers. Did anyone else get anything interesting? Let me know in the comments. It's always nice to know what kit people are buying, because a lot of people end up stuck in their ways of producing like I have for so many years. I've been using the same sample pack. Obviously I've got a Splice, but I've got my go-to sample packs, like some Vengeance ones and that. I always go for like drum samples, kicks and stuff like that. So I've been using the same stuff for quite a while now. I've been stuck in my ways, but obviously getting this sound card has sort of given me a kick up the arse to go get some more plugins and refresh my setup a little bit. So I've got some new Fab Filter stuff as well. It's the new Volcano and the new Pro R, which is the reverb one. So yeah, there's plenty of videos to cover about all this new software and stuff I've got. So yeah, keep locked in for that. How are we doing? 20 minutes. That's not too bad. But yeah, what's that X-Band 2? For a tenner? Is that offer still on it? Oh, I'll have to check that out. I could take it as a synth thing. This is what I mean. So there's so many synths out there that I probably haven't got and don't even know about that other people are using. So it's great to. That's why I like doing this and finding out. And obviously it gives other people the chance that are watching to find out about these plugins that other people have got. So yeah, for me, obviously Serum is what I've been using relentlessly for years. So obviously my recommendation would always be Serum. Anytime anyone asks me, someone asked me the other day what they use for acid, or what I use for acid even. And it's Serum. I don't use anything other than Serum. It's crazy. If you know it well enough, this always been an argument of mine. You can get all the synths in the world and have all the plugins in the world, but if you don't know them well enough, because you're always buying or getting new plugins, then you're never going to be able to use them to their full ability or their full function. Whereas because I've had Serum for so long, and I've been using Serum for so long, it's like you gain that knowledge and that experience over time to be able to just use it quickly and know how to use it. So like now, like when it comes to using Serum, I can quickly knock up my own preset if I need to. If I want to make a quick riser or something like that, I know exactly what to do quickly. And it's the same with like modifying presets and stuff like that, because I know how it works. I can see where they've made everything to do with the preset, so then it makes it easier to edit how you want it. Because obviously some presets, you know, they might be near what you want, but they're not quite there. So it's good to sometimes like change the presets and get them how you want them. I hate people that say you shouldn't use presets and samples and stuff like that. That's literally like the building block of music. People have full-time jobs and have set up companies and distributed samples and presets for you to use. I'd imagine a lot of big artists and DJs that are touring as well as trying to make music and that always use presets and samples because it's easier. You know what I mean? I can't imagine a lot of people like that have lots of time to sit there making their own plugins and stuff like that. I imagine they're always touring up and down the countries and around the world and stuff. So I watch a lot of James Hypes. I know he's a house DJ, but it's definitely an interesting watch. If you go into his YouTube channel, he does like a vlog series that follows him around on his touring and all the sets he does on that, and it gives like a bit of an insight into the life of a DJ outside the sets and sort of what he does, getting to and from the sets and between them and stuff. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting watch. If you're a DJ and you're like, yeah, see, there you go. It's not just me there. That's good. I've been watching him for years. I think I've been watching him since he started doing the Moving Differently. I think he sort of popped up when he done that live stream during COVID lockdown. I think that's what, because he had a hit out in 2017, I think it was. It was like a big house tune, and that went quite big for him. And then sort of, I don't think much happened after that, but then yeah, obviously he done this live stream in COVID, and I think it went nuts. Ever since then, I think obviously when all the events started, he was getting booked and that. And yeah, he's just a crazy DJ. Technically one of the best, if not the best DJ on the planet at the moment. And yeah, obviously he does these vlogs, so you can see what he gets up to behind the scenes. It's definitely an interesting watch. I highly recommend it if you're a DJ, even if you want to get an insight into a DJ's life like his. Like 3-4 sets a weekend, travelling here, there and everywhere to be able to do it. Crazy. One of his biggest sayings in it is "no sleep, gang." And yeah, obviously I know many of you will know that very well, but they do it sober. It's mental. I mean, they're always on the coffee. It's crazy. Highly recommend watching it if you get the chance. In fact, go and do it after this podcast. What the hell was that? The cat. Yeah, we have cats here. So I like to try and get involved. I'll be sat making tunes as you try and jump up on the chair. So you never know. We could get a cat in the podcast at some point. Special guest. Yeah, another thing I wanted to cover, as obviously we're getting sort of near half an hour now, is who's got Spotify? Who's listening that has Spotify? I have Spotify. I've been using it for years. And obviously it's that time of year where everyone gets their wrapped playlists, where you see what you've been listening to throughout the year. I wanted to see if and I had, obviously because I'm an artist on Spotify as well, I get the Wrapped for artists as well, and it shows you like statistics about your listeners and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm using my phone as a camera, so I can't exactly tell you. But I believe four people I was their top artist for. So I would love to know who them 4 people are, and thank them muchly for supporting my music and making me a top artist of theirs. And I think I was in the top 10 for like 16 people as well. So it definitely gives you a boost knowing that people are listening to you that much. I've spent years making music and releasing it, and always thought that it weren't getting that many plays. Like Spotify especially. Spotify has been hard to crack. I don't know why. I don't know, it's just not many people use it in our scene or what, but I've always struggled with Spotify. But it seems to be going a lot better recently, since like we've made a playlist of all our releases. I think Ryan Kane made a 3-party hard trance playlist as well, and that seems to have done pretty well. And he's added a few of my tunes in there, so I wonder if that's anything to do with it, or the fact that I've just been releasing more frequently recently and just marketing it more. 'Cause I had a bit of a quiet phase a couple of years ago. I just had a few free downloads, but yeah, I'm back on it properly now. I've got loads of tunes lined up for next year. I can't wait to start releasing all these tracks I'm sat on. I must be sat on about 5-6 tunes now that are pretty much nearly finished, ready to go. So yeah, next year is going to definitely be interesting. Obviously, I've got all this new software as well, so I'm going to be making those more interesting music as well. So yeah, keep locked in and see what happens. But yeah, so we should probably go and do some tune reviews now. Let's have a look at this first one. So here we go. So this is Snook and Nocturnalist, Covert Human, out on Wire Together Recordings in January, by the looks of it. Let's give it a listen. I do still need to get some headphones. I should really be doing this with headphones. You might get some bleed. Since I certainly haven't made a tune that long in a long time. I think about 5 minutes, 4 minutes at push sometimes.
Interstellar civilizations are using consciousness-assisting technologies and technologies that assist their own consciousness. Extraterrestrial
This is very well put together, guys. I must admit. I feel like that bleach thing's like there as well. Who's nocturnalist then? Message me later on.
Interstellar civilizations are using consciousness-assisting technologies and technologies that assist their own consciousness.
Nice vocal as well. Where did you get that?
The threat isn't extraterrestrial. The threat is Kubrick-human.
This is
a spiritual experience. It's a spiritual stimulation.
A good song.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, what could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat?
The threat isn't extraterrestrial. The threat is Kubrick-human. On to the next one. Yes. Right, so that was Snoop and the Nocturnalist, Covert Human, like I said, out on White Together Records in January. Doesn't actually, on the 5th of the 1st, there you go, on the 5th of January. I'd imagine it'd be out on all the usual places, like Beatport and stuff. Right, so next up, we have so this is a work in progress from Bodders. He sent me this earlier. He said I could give it a little play on the stream. Also, here's a work in progress, bear in mind. So yeah. Let's have a listen to this then. So here's a pre-master. A little bit. How's that now? Is that better? Can you hear that now? I like what you've done with the bass there. And like shortened it. That's nice of it. Yeah, it's nice of it. The mix of sounds you've got going works quite well together. All very industrial sounding. Yeah, I ought to have a little like, mixer or something. But I can tweak. Hopefully this new sound will enable that to be Just break me for another long tune at 6 minutes 30. It's nice to see people are still making long tunes. I think the average tune on Spotify is like 2 minutes long now. That's a nice sound, is it? What key are you producing that in? I have interest. It's something. I don't know if it's where the bass isn't flowing with the melody. I like how you play them sims together now. That's decent. Yeah, it'd be keen to know if we'll see the pattern you use against the bass. The sound selection is good, the drums are good, and the bass is nice and deep as well. Good rumble. I'll have a look at that note selection. Yeah, see, the progression is nice, that'll be good for mixing out another tune. Overall, it's a well put together track, man. Some good ideas going on in there, good sound selection, like I said, nice deep bass. Just yeah, the only thing I would say is some of the snare rolls seemed a bit, I don't know if it was a snare roll or there was like a hi-hat or a loop sitting behind it that was maybe slightly out of time. It was making it sound a bit off. And then obviously, yeah, what I just said about the melody of the synth, the sounds are good, just the actual notation of it, I'd give that just a little look. But yeah, on to the next one. I don't think we've actually been, well, I don't think I've been sent in as many this week. Yeah, you'll have to bear with me, it's all teething. I need to work out better ways of doing all this, really. I should have some more screens. That'd be helpful, but I ain't got enough room. Yeah, so what we got next? Yeah, so this is the last one I've got put down, which is by Gina. Interesting name. If you're watching Gina, then give us a shout. Let's get on to this one. So can you still hear me alright over the music everyone? It seems to look okay on the levels. What are you using to do that 303 acid sounding? Is that synthesized or is it a sample that you've chopped up? Because I feel like in some points it was almost out of time a little bit. Like there. Just sounding slightly off. And I could do some more ambient noises and some effects build up and like just to fill out the space a little bit. It seems quite bare at the moment. So like you want a nice riser, a couple of risers building up for like a snare roll. And then yeah, again some ambient noises in the break to fill it out a little bit. If you're using Splice, there's lots of like atmospheric loops and drones and stuff that you can just stick quiet in the bottom of the tracks and it fills out the space a little bit. I did have a couple of tracks that I wanted to chuck in there, I think they're worth mentioning. copyright and stuff that goes down. Interesting. Probably gonna keep moving away from it. If I actually stay here and spoke properly, you'll probably not hear me. So much of a free-party hard trance producer. He's more so from the other side of hard trance, like I was speaking about in one of my previous videos, from the more sort of the clubby scene with like Hard Trance Europe and that side of things. So for me, it's a very, very nice tune, and it would certainly I've played it a few times. It does the damage. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this. I don't think it's a ripper. It's how hard trance should be. Especially like proper free party hard trance. It's not an interesting SoundCloud page this time, unfortunately. I'll just play it on my computer so you can look at my beautiful face again. But yeah, let me know, so can you still hear me okay? It's just a very well put together track. Very, very old school something. I love it. Let me know what you guys think of this as well. I'm going to turn it down a little bit so you can hear it. A lovely 303 in this one. Yeah, there's loads of energy in it. It's just constant build up of energy. That's what I love about this track. When it actually like gets going, it proper gets you going. I've played it a few times. It just goes off this next main drop. I love it. It's ADM Oracle for anyone that wants to get their hands on it. That's what he does here now. This is the best bit.
Yeah.
all the noises and the glitchy effects and everything, the vocal just sets the tone, and obviously you'll hear the filtering and stuff he does on the kick and bass as it builds up to it. It's wicked.
We're gonna kill him, you understand? Morpheus believes he is the one.
Yeah, that's what I am, Mel.
It doesn't matter what I believe. You don't, do you? Did you hear that? Hear what? Are you sure this line is clean? Yeah, of course I'm sure. I better go. We got trouble.
That's how your heart runs. Like I said, ADM Oracle, if anyone wants to get hands on that, this is a ripper. This is probably one of my favourite hard tracks at the moment. But yeah, that pretty much sums up today's episode. I'll let this one play out. Just turn it down a bit. But yeah, so obviously we'll be doing the same thing again in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, I can't not do it. It's 2 weekly as it is anyway, so it's not very frequent to start off. So yeah, I couldn't not do it this week just because I've got a bit of a sore throat and feeling a bit rough. I still went to work, so I can still do this. There's no excuses. But yeah, I'll get the same again in 2 weeks' time. What did we say it was? On the 19th of December, so it's 2 weeks' time. If you've got any tracks you're working on at the moment and you want me to do the same in the next episode, then send it over. Or you can email it to me, send it to me on Facebook or whatever. Get it over to me before the next episode and I'll be sure to feature it. Again, if you want to support what we're doing and help the brand grow even, and then head over to our store and grab some merch. It helps us grow, and obviously it will help support the brand by getting us out there to everyone. So yeah. Yeah, that'll do for that. But yeah, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. On Thursday, obviously there'll be the video of monitoring and speaker setups going up, which will go over room acoustics and a lot of things that get overlooked when people set up speakers. I think that's one of the main aspects of music production, is making sure that you've got the right setup and the right listening environment so you can make the most accurate decisions when it comes to music. So yeah, that'll be the next video. Obviously, like I said, 19th of December will be the next podcast. Get your tunes in for that. Support the brand by buying some merchandise, and it will obviously help get us out there, advertise us a bit more. And yeah, any mixing and mastering you need as well, send it over to my way, and obviously we'll go to rapturerecordings.uk/audio services, and you can book in your master or contact me via that website there. So yeah, thanks for watching and tuning in, guys. Obviously, like I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed yet to Rapture Studios, head over there and subscribe there, and I'll keep you up to date with the video coming Thursday. Get subscribed to this channel if you haven't already. Obviously I'll keep you up to date with all the podcasts and stuff that we upload. But yeah, it's been a ride, guys, and I shall see you all next time. Peace out.